English Dictation 120 words per minute. Passage A. Ready, start. The 24th Annual General Meeting of Maharashtra Trading Company was held on Thursday, the 25th March 1976, in the registered office of the company at Bombay. The chairman of the company presided and, in the course of his speech, said, "Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you today to the 24th Annual General Meeting of your company and to make my first report to you as your chairman, Before proceeding with the business of reporting on the accounts and activities of your company for the year under review, I wish to pay high tribute to Sri Ramesh Gupta, who resigned as chairman of the company on 31st December 1975 after occupying that post since the incorporation of your company in 1935. Perhaps I should explain that when Sri Gupta, who was also president and general manager of our Madras branch, resigned, I was appointed to succeed him. I am sure you will be pleased to hear from me that he has agreed to retain his seat on the board of directors and to serve on a consulting basis, and so we shall continue to have the benefit of his invaluable experience and expert advice. As the director's report and accounts for the year ended 13th November 1976 have been in your hands for some time now, with your permission, I shall deal only with certain items. Referring to the balance sheet, you will note that our fixed assets in the amount of 1,072,180 rupees show a reduction of almost 113,000 rupees as compared with last year. This reduction represents the excess of depreciation written off for the year over additions to fixed asset and has contributed to a further improvement in your company's liquid position. Your company's strong cash position has proved a source of strength to your directors and executive during the long period of difficult conditions which have so adversely affected the industry in recent years. As mentioned in the chairman's statement last year, our ability to maintain and expand our volume of export business depends very largely on the prices we must charge compared with the prices charged abroad. Fortunately, despite a further rise in average wage rates in 1976 as compared with 1975, our manufacturing costs show a small decrease. This decrease is the result of increased efficiency in both the use of raw materials and labor. In conclusion, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all our employees for their loyal effort during the past year. I should also like to take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to the bankers, customers, and shareholders for their continued confidence and support. The report and accounts were unanimously adopted. Stop. Passage B. Ready, start. At one time, the office worker carried out many of his duties by handwriting, but now he is assisted by various types of machines. The greatest help is given by the typist with her modern machine. in some cases an electric model, and the duplicator, the typist, need to acquire proficiency in the use of the various machines which are used in this latter half of the 20th century. But when once this proficiency has been gained, she is able to work at many times the rate at which the work was carried out many years ago, and with a far greater degree of accuracy. Adding and calculation machines offer a mean of making copies very quickly and without errors. There is constant development of the use of office machinery and errors. This is constant development of the use of office machinery, and suppliers are willing to send leaflets and booklets showing this type of equipment. Para. There are now many memory aids which the secretary is able to use, and the diary is the main one, but there are others which include the use of 12 folder, one for each month of the year. The secretary cannot hope to remember all small items of information with which she deals during the week, and much of her efficiency lies in her ability to know where information may be obtained rather than in trying to remember it. Para. There are reference books such as the Post Office Guide, which gives detailed of postal rates, and many years books of one kind or another prove useful. Most employers expect their secretaries to use the correct form of address for notable person, and reference books are available for this purpose. Para. So far as letter writing is concerned, much of the work is done from dictation, but in addition, the secretary must be able to compose letters from brief notes. It must always be remembered that letters are sent to give information, to transfer knowledge of a matter from the sender's mind to that of the recipient, and each letter should be read through very carefully before being signed and posted. If one is trading with a firm in Bombay, it is very easy to remedy an omission by a telephone call, but if the customer is in Madras, an omission from a letter can be a serious and costly one. Para. In using the telephone, it must remembered that the telephonic can give a good or bad impression of the firm employing her. First of all, she should have a good speaking voices. She should be pleasant yet discreet, and she should learn to recognize the voices of the firm's customers. She should try to gain some knowledge of her firm and the business transacted by it. She will then be in a position to deal with calls much more efficiently. Stop.